Hi there, hello, and welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. I am Tom Bruce, as you can see here. This video is largely just going to be setup. We're going to do a new profile, sort of based on Tali here, who has 35 mods installed. I've just been testing those, sort of, to make sure they all work together. But we're going to start by creating a new profile, clearing the name in this field here. Actually, no, we'll fill that in. We'll call her Harriet Mars. Harriet Mars. Sounds good to me. And we need to choose what Harriet Mars is going to look like. I do like the look of, like, this is sort of like Mad Max Fury Road looking thing going on there. I like this big smile here. Let's that'll be Harriet Mars. We'll just pick that black truck, same as always. Use that because it's the best looking one. These don't look great, and I wish they'd add more. We only have a choice of these 8, and the flame logo is the best looking one. We are going to call her company Mars Logistics. Language can be English. Map module. We don't have any selection of that, but we will once we set up our mods. So we need to set these up in a certain order. We're going to be installing Pro Mods. That's going to be the biggest one. That's going to be the core of the whole experience. It just adds so much. It improves on the base game to like such an incredible level. And then around Pro Mods, we're also going to add Rus Map, which extends the map off into Russia a little ways. We're also going to add Maghreb, which extends the map into Africa, specifically the Maghreb region, which includes, at the moment, includes a small part of Morocco, Libya, and Tunisia, I think. And we're also adding the Paris rework, and there's going to be a few other mods that we add in here as well. But to start with, we just need to put them in the right order. So we begin with Rus Map, specifically the models first. So Model 2, Model 1, and the def file at the very bottom of our load order. Then we want the ProMods assets, ProMods assets package. That'll be that, and the ProMods media goes in above that. Then we want the ProMods models, all 3 of these. And then after those, we want the map. Okay, so that is... Oh, which one of these is it? A lot of things are called map. It's none of those, so it's further down. It's this, isn't it? Yes, it is this. ProMods map package. So that's the core of ProMods there, and the assets for Rus Map. ProMods map. ProMods def actually is next as well. We do need the def file. I don't know exactly what the def files do, but there is a lot of them. I think they're just, well, they're definitions, specifically. So they contain settings for the mods, I believe. A lot of the mods have them. Some of them are just a def file and nothing more. And then it is the Rus Map map. There we go. Have we installed all of the Rus Map things? We have just about, yeah. We need the ProMods Connect Rus Map connection next as well. And that is Rus Map completed. That's all of the Rus Map components installed. We aren't quite done with all the ProMods stuff. We do have the Middle East extension, starting with the assets file, and then the definitions and map on top of that. After which we want the Maghreb stuff. So we're going to start with the models. You know, it's the same rough order for everything. We do the models first, and then we want the map, and then the map def, and then the fix for ProMods Middle East extension after that, which connects the MegaRep map to the Middle East extension map as well. Okay. Next up, I think we've got our last map extension, the Paris rebuild. And after that, so these are all my map extensions. We've started at the bottom with some RustMap assets, then the core of ProMods itself, which expands the entirety of Europe. Then we've got the RustMap map, and the connection for RustMap and ProMods. After that, we've got the Middle East expansion for ProMods, and the MegaRep map and the connection to the Middle East expansion. And then we've got the Paris rebuild, which specifically rebuilds Paris, obviously. So, what's next on my list here? We have got trailers and accessories. Trailer and companies pack. I can't see the full title of any of these, so we need to check what they all are. That's the main package. That's company definitions. That's the company pack. We want the company pack first, I believe. And then the company definitions, which was this one, right? Company definitions, yeah. After that we want the trailer pack, which I'm guessing is going to be this one. Trailer package, yeah. It can go there. After that we want the main, which was this one, yeah. And then we want the replacement pack, not the standalone pack. The replacement pack will, I think it replaces the base game trailers and companies with ProMods' trailer and company pack, rather than just expanding on them. So it creates for a more consistent experience between ProMods and the base game. Whereas this would include them alongside. Not entirely sure, but that was a rough sort of description I saw of it somewhere. Okay, so that's the entirety of those. Next up, we want to add cabin accessories, which is another ProMods extension. I will, I think, put links to all of these in the description. There's quite a few of them, obviously, but a lot of them are, collections. Like all the ProMods stuff. You've got the ProMods base map, Middle Eastern expansion, trailer and companies packs, and the cabin accessories pack. These are all available from the ProMods website. After cabin accessories, I want REGSR, the Real European Gas Stations Reloaded, which again makes the game more consistent with ProMods, which already adds sort of real gas stations to the game. This replaces them for the base game as well. So it goes beyond just the trailers and companies. It also updates the actual gas stations around Europe. Okay. Next up we want building lights. There we go, which just changes the I was looking at other mods on Grimes' website, and this was another one that they had, so I included it because it apparently improves the night look of cities, like by changing the sort of color and density of lights on buildings, just making it look more naturalistic. The main thing I was looking at was Grimes' weather stuff, right? So here's New Summer, which changes the base summer of the game. Supposedly improves it, makes it for a better experience. I'm mainly installing this because I want to also play with Grimes' other mods, so I think it's going to be more consistent to use their summer mod, followed by as autumn approaches we'll go into autumn, and as winter comes we'll go into winter. So there's that. That's summer. Next up we want real fuel prices, which Nina, the author of this mod, updates it every week to match the in-game fuel prices to sort of real-world values, which is really cool. Just thought that would be neat to add. I did want to play with a different economy-style mod, but it didn't really make for a consistent experience with ProMods. We'll maybe talk about that another time, but this one doesn't seem to have doesn't seem to be too disruptive, so that's cool. Next up we want map icons, these. So they just change the map icons in the game, consistent with ProMods. Then we want the Afro-Eurasia map. I probably shouldn't be using this one. There is another one that's just Eurasia, so it's slightly smaller. We'll maybe take a look at the map once we get into the game. But this just expands the world map. Well, it expands the world map background, that's all it does. So that it can be filled in with more stuff, so that, you know, when it comes to expanding the map, say into Africa like this, or say into Russia like RusMap does, you have the space to put it on. But I think the base game already had a large enough map to do that. Next up we have, what do we have? These two, Zoom Crash Fix and World Map Far Zoom. This just expands the zoom distance on the map so you can see further out, and this is a fix for ProMods. I think that prevents it from crashing when expanding the map into, say, Russia and Africa and whatnot. Not sure how the crash is caused, I haven't seen it myself, but this fix is apparently needed. So that should be the complete set of mods that we want to install and play with. We'll just go through them again from the bottom. We've got the RusMap assets, and then we've got ProMods itself, which expands all of Europe. Then we've got the RusMap map itself, which expands into Russia. Then we've got the connection for ProMods and RusMap. Just because they're both totally independent mods, there's this connection that exists as well that either adds roads or tweaks them, that connects one map to the other. Then we've got the ProMods Middle East add-on, which adds some Middle Eastern cities. Then we've got Maghreb and a Middle East compatibility fix, again, just making sure the connections all work. We've got the Paris rebuild, which is compatible with ProMods, and just alters Paris. It adds more life and stuff to Paris itself. It includes the Eiffel Tower, which is it's a ridiculous omission from the base game, but there may be some licensing issues, I don't know. Like certain things like the Hollywood sign, if you're playing American Truck Simulator, there's no Hollywood sign. It instead says World of Trucks because the Hollywood sign is trademarked or something, and it needs very specific licensing, so maybe the same is true of the Eiffel Tower, I don't know. Then we've got the Trailer and Company pack, which we talked about a bit before. It just replaces the trailers and companies in the game with more real ones, essentially. And we've got the Cabin Accessories pack, which adds more cabin accessories to the game, just to decorate your cabin in your truck. Then we've got, I can't remember what this is apart from REGSR? Real European Gas Stations Reloaded. That's a mouthful of a title, but it changes the gas stations in the game to be more realistic, which is good to have because ProMods' garages are all already changed to these. So this makes the base game use those garages as well. Then we've got realistic building lights, which makes the city buildings at night more realistic in the way they light up. We've got summer. Oh, and you can see some of the other weather mods here. Winter. There's a spring one somewhere there. And early autumn. So as the year goes on, we'll probably move into these as well. Take a look at those. We've got real fuel prices, which we talked about. It updates the fuel every week. We've got ProMods new map icons. Just changes the map icons. And then we've got some map compatibility stuff just to make it so that we can actually see all this in the game. I'm going to confirm those changes. And it'll just be a moment before we're back to profile creation, where we've already set up Harriet Mars and Mars Logistics. So, yeah, as I was saying, this I don't know what this does. But once we added the Middle East map expansion, it added this, and I don't know what map module is. If you do know, comment below or something. I might look it up myself actually. But yeah, that is our company. We're going to jump into the game and take a look at that. I am using, what am I using? I'm using a controller, simple automatic, just because it is a controller. And we'll do advanced setup just to make sure everything's working. Right trigger working, left trigger working, right axis working, and left axis on steering also working. So that's perfect. Finish the wizard. And we will jump straight in. After modding the game like this screen, this loading screen, the first one, can take a very, very long time. I don't know if it's going to now because I've already been playing with the mods, but it can take a very long time, so it'll freeze right here, and on this occasion it hasn't, so we're straight in. But it can take a very long time, and it hasn't frozen or anything. Your game is loading. It can just take a very long time. So yeah, here's the Middle East expansion. We're going to take a look at the actual base map in the game, because this one's all askew, right? The UK is on its side. But I'm going to start in Carlisle, as I frequently do. It is very close to where I live. I used to live on the coastline over here, overlooking the Isle of Man. Little small coastal town called St. Bees, really beautiful. We'll confirm that selection, and we do not want to walk through the tutorial. No thank you. So, that's a full ProMods plus RustMap plus Maghreb plus Paris rebuild setup. Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. This is Carlisle, right? It looks nothing like it. But I think ProMods has reworked it a little bit. Like in the base game, I don't think this is here. This is a good approximation of Carlisle Cathedral, so that's not bad. It's cool to be able to see something that looks like Carlisle Cathedral on the horizon, but the rest of this is... I don't recognise this area, so... yeah, not a great job on Carlisle, but better than the base game. ProMods has added so much love to all of the UK as well. It's really beautiful, it's really fantastic. Do we have a trailer? Are we... Yes, we do. And we don't have to go far. Okay, so we'll do this quick job. We're carrying a bunch of empty barrels from Carlisle to Carlisle. We've got 4 hours left. We'll make it in plenty of time. But we want to take a look at the world map. Actually, something I want to do first is I want to go to options. Where is it now? Gameplay. And I want to... Where is it? It's... Yeah, always north rather than north locked, just because it... especially when the map gets as big as it does, once you're adding things like Iceland and you're adding, expansions into Russia, it's just nicer to have it always facing north like this rather than be north locked. So say when you load the UK, as you move over, the whole map shifts onto its side because it's actually curved around. Don't know if you can tell as I'm turning this. The map curves around. But yes, okay, so stuff that's added by ProMods includes Iceland, includes this northern region up here, I believe. We obviously talked about the Middle Eastern expansion. There's lots of reworking in the middle everywhere. Like I said, UK is really reworked incredibly. Like, I don't know how much of this... I don't know if Hawes is usually there. Isle of Man certainly isn't. The whole of Ireland is omitted from the base game, so that's nice to have, added by ProMods. We've got both Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. Not much of it, but still good to have. And oh yeah, here's the Maghreb stuff down here. Fantastic, and obviously RustMap is this region of Russia here. So we're starting in Carlisle. We're going to go on our first little drive just to deliver these. What were they? Empty barrels? Well, no, I'm in an Eddie Stobart truck. It's all sealed around the outside. I can already tell where I am and how difficult this is going to be to get out of. But you know what? We will have some radio as well before we set off. I've got some music that we can play. Just going to shuffle it. It's really just here for some background ambience. Did I say ambience? I meant to say ambience. And this will be our first little job. I need to adjust my volume, I think. That's very loud in my ears and very distracting. I'm going to pull up at the gate just to do that. It wants me to turn left, but I'm probably going to turn right because this is going to be more difficult to get out of. I'm just adjusting my volume. No. I know exactly the issue. The issue is I am very quiet, aren't I? Sorry about that. There we go, that's better for ambulance. Again, getting it wrong. I said ambulance, I mean ambience. So, out through the gate. We are actually going to turn right rather than left. Just because it's going to be easier coming all the way out of that tight gateway there. There's a roundabout at the bottom here anyway, so we are good. It wants us to take a left turn out of here, so we're going to do that. Nobody coming, so I can... Ooh! You were hiding behind my mirror. We almost had our very first accident. It's not a long journey either. Okay. I should probably be in the other lane actually. Oh, let's just carry on. Lights have gone green. Test some of the volumes. I can barely hear my horn. I might need to do some work on the volume here for my own personal reasons, but the music at least is quiet enough I can hear myself talk, and hopefully so can you. I think we're turning left here, but I want to take a wide angle into it would be good. Just because we're hauling a long trailer. We don't want to get caught on the edge. I can manage that. That's nice and easy. Confirm. I think I've done this this parking job before. Not at all. Okay, it's a little trickier than typical, but if we go all the way here and then start a U-turn. What are we hauling again? Empty barrels. Okay. And what comes out of this place? I might have to check that. Check what sort of stuff gets shipped out of this place, because they obviously need empty barrels for something. That's going nicely. I've hit something. Hit something I didn't mean to. We've come in too far. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Have I... What have I hit? Okay, they will accept that apparently, so that's fine. We get the experience for that. Show results now, please. Yeah, we only get 3 experience for the journey itself, so being able to do the trailer maneuvering was good for us. We get 361 euros for that simple... That's the tutorial job, essentially. Even though we skipped the tutorial, that's the first job of the game. Continue, and I think that takes me to the... Ah yes, no, that gets me my garage, my headquarters. It's a bit of a dump, but we'll upgrade that over time. I don't know if there's anything else to cover just yet. One option I do want to change is the gameplay. If we can find it, I might have to have a look for it between sessions. Oh, I want time zones to be active, just for the more realistic experience. There's a bunch of other stuff I need to activate as well, actually. Fatigue simulation, traffic offense, preferred job length. I want the rain probability to be higher, but I don't know how much higher. Possibly the same as detour probability? I don't know. I come from the UK, so it feels like it should be way up here. Yeah, we'll leave it around half for now. See how those rainy days look as we go. We might turn it down in the winter because it really doesn't rain as much in the winter. You know, it's not warm enough for it, if you know what I mean. Random road events. We'll leave that as is. Time zones on. Show. Yeah, I'm going to mess with those between sessions because I do want to have voice satnav on as well. And some other things changed. One thing I will actually talk about specifically is... It's on truck, right? Yeah. Air brake simulation. I don't think I want that. It's very difficult and I can't start the truck with it. So I need a lot more explanation about what that actually is. But I do want realistic fuel consumption. And something else down here. Truck speed limiter we're keeping on. Automatic retarder, I don't know what that does. I need to look into that. I might just check the settings on my other profile because I did get these set up in a certain way that I liked eventually. Automatic engine brake, I don't know. Yeah, I'll compare to my other profile and try to get these as I like them. Before we go, I will just check this email. We've got some brand new Iveco trucks for sale, but no money to buy them with. No bank loans yet either. So, in the next video, we will be taking our first official job from the job market over here. And it's going to be a bit longer. Maybe we'll go into Ireland. That'd be nice. Actually, I think I might go into Ireland. That'd be good. I hope you join me for that. But for the time being, thank you for watching and ta-ra!